The Cabal parade about as if no one can touch them. I would remind them that God is not fazed by their pride. It may be a bitter pill to swallow for Anons, to watch them gloat in public, but our disdain will turn to joy when public justice finally arrives. It'll be that much sweeter now that we waited, believed, and fought through this precipice with our heads held high. The struggle is what makes it so special. The price you paid is not to be swept under the rug. God remembers everything you've gone through for him. He sees and won't allow the Cabal to achieve their desired goal. He has deliverance planned, and he is pleased to have you share in his joy and play your God-given role. Victory is coming. He won't abandon us. We're living his deliverance plan. Think about how the enemy works against the children when a deliverance comes. In Moses' day, they murdered many children to stop him from coming, but this was to no avail. In Jesus' day, the same moment happened, and we know how that turned out. Now let this sink in. The enemy has sacrificed more children than any moment in the history of the world. What are they so afraid of? If precedent is anything to take note of, we are witnessing a full-scale war against our generation. The enemy hates deliverance, and we know he usually targets the children when he senses something special happening. Think about it. I would argue that we are walking through a modern-day exodus, but on a global scale that is absolutely unprecedented. Millions of children are being slaughtered, and I would argue that it is because they fear the fall of Babylon. We were slaves to Mystery Babylon and its rulers, and they are panicking. Here's the good news. God never fails. He didn't fail in Moses' day. He didn't fail when Jesus destroyed their works, and he will not fail in our generation as he delivers us from the Cabal. God is winning. The Great Awakening will be written about in history books. Anons will be looked back on kindly as the ragtag group of patriot digital soldiers who worked to wake people up to the corrupt rulers whose time was coming. Hold your head up high, Anon. We were part of a spark that set the world on fire. There is absolutely no stopping what has begun. Everything the enemy does is brought back against him. Think of the plagues of Egypt. Every single one only hit the enemy in the end, and God's people thrived. A day is coming when everything that they have will be taken from them, perhaps suddenly. And you, the Anon, have front row seats for the great moment of our time. And I think that is something worth thanking God about. Even though we experience the bitterness of awakening before much of the world, our elation will be unlimited when the day comes. Goodbye, Mystery Babylon. The light is shining and your days of rule are coming to a glorious end.